Reach milestones like crawling and walking are some of the great joys of being a parent.
That's right. But sadly, for little Isabella Lombardo, that wasn't the case after being diagnosed with cerebral palsy at the age of 2. But after a controversial decision to have spinal surgery abroad, Isabella's future has never looked brighter. And I had the pleasure of speaking to her parents, Libby and Joseph, and Isabella at their home in Sydney. Have a look.
Something in your eyes.
One moment I was walking around the shopping centre, I'm just a new mother, and I was so overjoyed with everything, and then I was just thrown into this absolute whirlwind. It's just hard to look back because you think that's where the journey started.
It was the happiest day of Libby and Joseph's lives, welcoming their beautiful baby girl Isabella into the world.
You're doing funny.
But the joy of being first-time parents soon turned to worry. When did you first notice that things weren't quite right with Isabella's health?
Around about 3 months old, when she wasn't meeting her milestones, the nurse put her on her tummy and was showing me that she couldn't lift her head. Still so vivid in my mind because that was that very pinnacle moment that my life changed.
After 2 years of physically painful testing, Isabella was given a devastating diagnosis.
We got spastic diplegia, which is a form of cerebral palsy, which means basically muscles get tense and they can't be relaxed. And she actually has problems with her arms as well, so that diagnosis changed over time to be quadriplegia.
They're telling you, she's going to live her whole life in a wheelchair.
It's very confronting, and you feel like everybody's watching you, taking the wheelchair down and then getting her out of the car.
Just when they were about to accept Isabella's fate, there was a glimmer of hope.
One day we were there in the doctor's waiting room. I met another mum and she said that they're going to the United States to take their son for a surgery. She said it's called selective dorsal rhizotomy, and at the time I was like, whoa, that's a mouthful. Like I've never even heard of this before.
What does that surgery do?
So they open up the spine and they cut nerves to the legs. And I was thinking, who's going to do that?
Yeah.
And as we learned about the surgery and we talked to the surgeon, he had done 3,000 surgeries in the last 30 years. So you start to go, okay, well maybe we'll consider it.
Despite doctors in Australia believing Isabella wasn't the right candidate, Libby and Joseph went ahead anyway, raising $100,000 for the surgery in the US. When you spoke to her about the operation, was she scared or was she excited?
Yeah, we didn't tell her up until the very last moment. So when we told her that Dr. Park will help her legs and help her walk better, she was like, let's go. It was incredible to watch her spirit and her drive.
Spinal surgery, it's a big deal. How were you feeling at the time?
When Isabella was on the gurney going into surgery, and I thought, are we making the right choice? And it is the best thing that we've ever done. It is, yeah.
How is she doing?
Now she's doing amazing. She couldn't walk directly after the surgery. 2 weeks later, she's standing up. A month later, she's starting to get into her walker. 3 months later, she's running in the walker. We don't know if she'll be able to walk independently or not, but she's getting stronger all the time.
Now, at the age of 5, Isabella has a new lease on life, starting kindergarten with all her friends. Mummy said that you're doing some singing too at school.
Yeah.
What are you singing? What songs?
Hakuna Matata.
Can you sing a little bit for me?
Hakuna Matata. What a wonderful phrase.
Did you see a change in Isabella's confidence?
Oh, I tell you, that has been... That for me is my driving force.
That's the most joyful thing.
Oh, yeah. She's just like the happiest kid, and she sits up and she's all confident, isn't she? It really shines through her.
While little Isabella still needs assistance walking, she has someone to cheer her on every step of the way. Her 2-year-old brother, Joey Jr.
They love each other so much,
They love each other, yes.
Wow.
They have a special
he
connection.
says, come on, sissy, come on, sissy. She might be, getting up a step all by herself, kind of like he knows the importance of it.
Yay! What are your hopes and dreams for Isabella?
Just for her to be whatever she wants to be.
She's a tough little cookie,
Yes.
isn't she?
Yes.
Yeah, they're a beautiful family, and Isabella has become a huge inspiration on social media.
Yeah.
You can follow her journey and show your support at Team Isabella Lombardo, or visit the website isabellalombardo.com.